Vegas does what you like. You know how you were saying Montreal has so much space army. There's room everywhere out there. When you see Vegas, it seems like they're playing on a smaller rink. They use their length correctly. They're all so thick and bigger. That's what Buffalo needs to figure out. They got big D too, but they're not taking the space away the way Vegas does. And that's what they do. They just stand in there, they block everything, they just slug it up, and eventually they're gonna win in 6 or 7 games. I think it's 7 games. Anaheim at home's been great all year. And missing Stone hurts, but with Marner and Carlson and the way Howden's played, Hurdle's on the go now. Hurdle's finally been slump busted. Vegas will get done and move on.
Hurdle on that breakaway last night. He had kind of a breakaway. Yes, he was at the end of his shift, but it's just funny. Like, he just scores that nothing goal the game before, but he gets on the board. Big for him. But like, I forget who it was. He just came and lifted his stick as he was just about to shoot, just exhausted. He was in a perfect spot, and it was like he was in slow motion. He couldn't quite, and then he just looped and changed and just like, I'm like, don't go to the dark side. Stay positive in your head, Hurdle. You were tired at the end of his shift, man. Don't let yourself go there again. You just got out.
How happy are we for Marner, though? I mean, I love Marner as a player, and I felt like I could never say that, not working, but covering the Sabres and living in Buffalo.
Smart.
Now that he's in Vegas, do you want to know, like, I know I said Colorado probably is going to walk through it. I wouldn't say walk through it, but I think they're destined to win it again. But if Vegas were to win, would there be a greater troll job in the history of sports than Mitch Marner with the state of the Leafs right now, going back to Toronto with the cup?
Hey, Petey, Conn Smythe too. Both of those.
Could you just outside of if Buffalo for some reason ends up getting eliminated, you just put the number one rooting topic on my list. Like, that is, take it to the Children's Hospital. Pictures with Mitchie Marner, run out of town by the media and the fans, threatening his family and hovering around his house. Like, good for him.
The guy that stole his car out front of the movie theater at the end of the year.
Oh, yeah.
That shit. That would be nuts.
It would just be, and you have to wonder, and you have to believe anyway. You have to believe it. That's on his mind. That's on his mind. And you have to know that the guys in Vegas that have already won a cup, Colin White said to me when I played in New Jersey, he's like, he won 2 cups. He's like, you always want to win one more. You always want to win one more. And I remember listening to he and Marty Brodeur talk about it. And they're like, you want to win another one? Not so much for yourself, but for the guys on the team that hadn't won yet, because you want them to experience it. So you have to imagine that the Vegas Golden Knights, their number one purpose is to win it for the Vegas Golden Knights, the fans, and themselves. Yeah. But number 2, and maybe right there as like a 1A, 1B, is Mitch Marner taking the cup back to Toronto. That would be unbelievable. That would be unbelievable.
I'd watch, like, if they had a camera following that, like his cup celebration back in Toronto. I would watch, if they live streamed it, I would watch the whole stream, I think, just to watch.
He should he should hold a press conference.
We got to send Memesy up there to document the whole thing for socials.
Oh my God. I hope if it happens, he does a press conference. Have Steve Simmons show up, Damian Cox, everybody there from TSN, Sportsnet, everybody show up.
It would be a great press conference.
How you like me now,
It'd be like
Toronto?
Mitch would be like the first ever father-son press conference. His dad would want to be in there too, just to like say, like, he'd get his 2 cents in too, I bet. Oh, it would be great. It would be electric. Yeah. It would be just what we needed. It would be everything.